like watching Jace play, don't you? You got toast in your little pocket. In goes another piece. This is when Dada feeds Mila breakfast. It's covered in Biscoff. This morning, Jace, obviously Esmé likes to play with Jace. Jace likes to play with Esmé, and he spends some time up in her bedroom sometimes. And when Esmé's got a friend round and she doesn't want Jace in her bedroom, obviously, she just wants some time with her friend. It's completely understandable. Esmé doesn't want him in her room when she's got a friend round, but Jace, obviously at 2, doesn't understand that. So this morning, I was like, Jace, come on down. Esmé's having some time with a friend. Come play with me. And Jace was like, I'm not Esmé's best friend anymore, and she is not my superhero. Esmé's not my superhero anymore, Mama. It was so cute. Anyway, yeah? How old are you now? You know how old you are. You just said it. 2? 2. You're 2.
My birthday.
On your birthday, you will be 3.
3.
You're 2 now, and then on your birthday, you will be 3. Won't you? And how big will you be when you're 3? Real big and really fast at running.
If I don't want to be big like that, Dada always be big.
You don't want to be big like Dada?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
Well, that's good. You won't be big like Dada. You'll still be my little boy.
Yeah, with my birthday, yeah.
On your birthday. You'll still be my little boy. Yeah, we don't need to grow up. Who wants to grow up anyway? Say, not me.
Not me, you.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, mamas and dadas. They don't want to grow up either, trust me. Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea, please, babe. Lottie and Esmé want to go in the hot tub, so Chris has just been outside just to test all the levels, which is what you're supposed to do with a hot tub on a morning, every morning, just to check that it's all good. I really don't think anybody wants to hear you screaming, sweetheart. So they are going to do that, and then I've got them some baking sets and things that they can do a little bit later, but we did just realise we've got not enough milk and sugar left, so I'm going to pop to the shops. I'm also going to pick up some paint. I think I filmed the other day talking about how paint's currently on offer for 3 for 2. Well, I can't resist an offer, so I'm definitely making the most of that offer right now. The paint's quite expensive. It's like, don't want Chris to hear me say that. Yeah, it's like £48 for a tin, but it is really good paint, and that's for a big tin as well, like a big tub. So if I get the big tub, I'll only need 1 of each colour, I think. So I'm gonna. No, we're not having chocolate right now. Good boy. I'm going to get some for the panelling under here in the kitchen and the media wall. I'm going to get a tin for Mila's bedroom for the bottom half, and then a tin for the landing upstairs, which Chris has not fully accepted we're doing yet. But once I've bought the paint, I mean the paint's free, so kind of makes sense. Okay, what are we doing?
Play my muffin game, and it's called a cupcake game.
Playing what?
A cupcake game, but it's
Oh,
so
cupcake.
messy in here.
It is messy. Who's left this such a mess?
Lottie and me and Andy and Lottie.
You and Lottie and Ina and Esmé?
No,
No?
Lottie and me.
Just you and Lottie did this mess?
Yes, and Aya.
And Isla?
Yes.
We need to clean it up real quick before we can play.
Yeah. And this.
Yeah, let's clean it all up. I'm just going to have to say that. What do you want to play?
Just look at this mess.
Oh,
Mess.
I'm sure that we'll be able to still play with those few things left out. What shall we play? What game?
The card game.
Card game?
Yeah.
So we've decided on Muffin Match.
Yeah.
Yes, we love this game, don't we, Jace?
Do it this way.
You want to do it that way?
And you do it upside down.
It's so cute.
You do it upside down.
Okay, let's get it
Now
out.
do that.
Okay, this time, Jace, we're not just picking up any colour that we roll on the dice. This time, we're going to try and match the numbers. You see the numbers in here? Can you see them?
I will.
What number's this?
Red.
No, the colour's red. What's the number? It's a number
2.
Good boy. So we've got to pick up 2. Which colour?
Red.
Good boy. 1. Put it in. 1. There's another red one.
Let's try this one.
No, it's got to be red. Got to be red because we've got to put in 2 reds, remember? Good boy. This is another game that Jace absolutely loves. And I absolutely love at this age when you can just play and you're learning at the same time. It's so much fun. And I really like the learning resources games that you can buy. And the reason I like them is because there's so many different ways to play. It's not just like a game and you can only play it one way. Okay. So for example, this one you can do colours, counting, recognising colours, recognising numbers, sorting, fine motor skills from picking them up. And it comes with loads of little counters. So you can just put in just the colours, or you can put in just the numbers, or you can do it like we've done it today with a colour and a number and it tells you. Or previously when we've played, we've just rolled the dice and it shows a colour and a number on the dice. We've not done it yet. And then obviously you just match in the muffin trays whichever colour or number you get. And we're taking turns to do it that way. Careful! I'll leave a link in the description box down below if anybody's interested in this. It's, again, I know that I keep repeating this, but it's not like sponsored or anything. It's just a game that we really enjoy playing. I bought this on Amazon and we've bought a few learning resources games recently. I am looking for some some more letter ones. I wish they did things like this in letters, but whenever I look for game like learning games on Amazon, it always seems to be numbers and colours, never seems to be letters, apart from like spellings with letters. Oh, come here.
This is in.
There we go. It seems to be like words, like learning to spell, and I don't really want words. I just want something like this with letters. So if anybody's got anything they can advise or recommend, should I say, then comment down below and let me know.
We are getting so tired for this game.
Is it tiring you out doing that, darling?
Yeah.
We're sorting all the colours out now to put this game away, aren't we? And it's so tiring. Okay, we're putting them away. We got to wait and then we got a bit bored. A bit done. Not bored, we're just done.
Don't laugh, Dada. That's not good to laugh.
Don't laugh, Dada.
Sorry.
It's not good to laugh.
I wasn't laughing at you before, I was laughing at me.
He's cleaning up all his numbers now. We'll play them again another time. Also, I'm not claiming to be some sort of like parental expert or like teaching expert or toddler expert, because I'm definitely not. But I did just want to say, and I did just want to film that and tell you guys, because I did have a few messages saying I wish my child would play like Jace does or learn like Jace does, because they get so bored after like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And I just want to say that is completely and absolutely normal. They're only 2 or 3 or 4, and learning in like 10-minute blasts or playing games in like 10-minute blasts is enough. Like, they're not expected to, or children should I say, of his age are not expected to sit for an hour learning about numbers, because obviously their attention is not going to be kept engaged for that amount of time. So just learning in like 5 or 10-minute blast is absolutely fine. And if they get bored before they've reached the end of the game, or before they've got to number 10 in our case just now, it's okay to stop. It's not a good idea to make it a negative. So tired now, guys. It's not good to make it a negative thing by making them continue to number 10 and be like, no, we've got to finish this game, because then they don't enjoy it. And if they don't enjoy it, they're not going to want to play it again, and they're not learning. So I did just want to say that, because a few people have said that they wish that that their child would do like Jace, but like you just saw, Jace does often want to stop playing halfway through because he's done with that game and he wants to move on to something else. And another thing is that it's also okay, and don't feel like you're doing something wrong if this happens, if one day they can fluently count all of the digits to 10 and they can recognise all of the numbers from 1 to 10, and then the next day they feel like you feel like they've gone back, like they suddenly can't count past 5. It's completely normal when babies, toddlers are developing to regress in some areas because their brain's working on other areas, if that makes sense. Basically what I'm trying to say is, don't stress too much about it. Whether you're teaching your baby something new, your toddler something new, your child something new, the most important thing that I have learned, definitely with having 5 children and also homeschooling, is that it's always best to keep it lighthearted and fun, because if your children's happy and enjoying what they're doing, then they are going to learn way better. Way better. They're going to take so much more in, and it's just going to be a better experience. They're going to want to do it again, and they're going to want to continue learning. If it's a negative thing and they're forced into doing something, it's just not good. Anyway, I am not an expert. I'm just giving you my opinion, and I'll leave it there. We're going to put these games away now, and we might read a book, and then I'm going to head off because Jace is so tired after all this number work this morning. And then I'm going to head off to the shops. Hey, Jace! Jace is trying to get out to the hot tub now. Look! Remember what your friend gave you yesterday? Not Grace. Jace has got a few new little friends and he keeps getting confused with their names. So sweet. Such a nice day to be chilling in the hot tub.
It's not, it's actually windy.
It's actually windy and freezing, but it looks like a nice day.
So someone was meant to leave me all the stuff this afternoon for me to be able to fit these dado rails while she was at the shop, getting the paint and whatnot, except she's gone with the dado rails and my glue and my tacking nails in the boot. So that's on babe. This is why I've not done any of my jobs you told me to do when you went out. I have done one though, and I really, really love them. A nice wooden white curtain rail, which was an absolute monster to put up, not gonna lie. And yeah, the yellow curtains, I think they look wicked. Are you getting the good colour? I don't know if you're getting the good colour of them. Yeah, there you go. They look so good, I love them. Absolutely lovely. She will definitely need a blackout blind because they are totally see-through. They're definitely just a decorative curtain, you know, just to frame the window, not to keep out no light. So we'll have to fit a blind as well once we get one, but looking good. And whilst I've been up there doing that, the girls have been downstairs baking and it smells incredible. Have a look then. We've got one spare going, Esmé. Ooh, very nice indeed.
We didn't have any chocolate chips, so we put nuts on them instead.
Oh, cool man. I'm gonna take.
No, they're not done yet.
That is hot. Yo, that.
Yeah, because it just come out the oven this second.
Someone's bit that one, man. I'm not touching that.
No, that just broke. That just broke.
You haven't bit that?
No, I promise you I haven't been that.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
We failed. You know why?
That was really good.
No, they won't. The aftertaste is really strong because the measuring cup glitched and we couldn't find the proper bowl for the weighing thing. So we used a different baking bowl, but it was saying that the bowl weighed 0 grams. So we're like, oh, we can use this bowl. But then we realised, like as we were making it and putting them in the oven, that I did it and that bowl weighed 100 grams. So we did the measurements wrong. So it has a really strong aftertaste, doesn't it? They're not.
I think they're alright.
Okay. Oh, did it? That's what we
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a strong, like really aftertaste.
Yeah. It's like a little bit of biscuit. It's not bad though. It's good. It's good. It's really good. What are you making, sweet pea?
This is my icing. And it's my squarecing, and then I've got to add these little
Oh, 1 minute, sweetheart. Sorry, you need a wee wee. You need a wee wee. Come on then, fool. Let's go.
Okay, so Daddy's just taking this to the toilet, but these are my cupcakes. They're about to go in the oven. It's just preheating, and then it's a bit of a mess. But then we have my icing, and it's really nice. And then I have these little gems to add on top, and they're gonna taste so good.
That's it, my boy. That's how we do it. Well done. Yeah, you clean all them bits up for Daddy, okay? Well done. Is that Dada? Please let me turn it with the sound on. Okay, go ahead, man. You can have a turn all you want. You clean all the house up. Good, Bobo. Okay, good boy. Well done, Jace. That's right. You're doing such a good job. I'm so proud of you. Okay, turn it off. You did such a good job. You're better than Daddy at this.
Yes.
Well done, Spect. We'll tell Mummy you did a real good job.
Oh my goodness, how pretty is the sky tonight? So, oh my gosh, it reminds me of summertime. I won't pretend that I'm not definitely ready for a bit of sunshine, a bit of spring. Anyway, we just got back from the supermarket, me and Isabel. No idea why I'm standing so close to the camera right now. Me and Isabel just got back from Milas, the supermarket, and what's the shop I went to? I actually went to TK Maxx. Got a cheeky something in there. Have put myself on a spending ban now though. Went to B&Q. And picked up the paint. I'm so, I think, happy with the colours that I chose. So if you watched yesterday's vlog, I think I explained that the paint there is really, really good paint. Is it Vaspler? Something like that. And you get it, like, you just pick like a colour swatch and then they make the paint up for you. So there's so many to choose from, maybe even too many. There was a few, I was like, we're just going for a beige, like a warm beige, it's easy. There's like 300 warm beiges. So it's really difficult because they all start looking like the same. And then they look completely different when you pick them up and look at the colour themselves as to what they do when you put it like against a white. Anyway, I had a couple of days where I was like in and ahhing. I brought a couple of, I'll show you what I actually mean. These, oh, it's Valspar paints. I brought a couple of these home. Actually, I've had like 10 of these at home, holding them up like against the wall to try and decide which colour to go for. These are the 3 I went for. I went for 3 because they've currently got an offer on at the moment for 3 for 2, where it's like £50 a tin if you get the big tin, which is what we need. And so it's like a £50 saving almost if you get. It's like £49. So that's why I'm saying almost. When I thought about it, I actually need a colour for in here, a colour for the kitchen downstairs, and a colour for the landing that Chris hasn't accepted we're painting yet, but we are. So I also got a colour for that as well. So these are the 3 colours that I went for. They actually look, like I said before, they look really, like when you look at this one on its own, because when I brought it in I was like, I've gone for this one for the landing because it's like, it looks white. It actually does look quite white. Obviously it's not, I'm just looking because it looks really yellowy in this colour. That's the other thing I found, depending on what colour lighting you look at it, like lights or natural light, it looks different. And I went for this one because it was the least yellowy colour. It was actually from the greys section. I can't remember. Anyway, this is the one that's going on the landing. If you hold it up against white, it actually looks like that. So you can see it's completely different to just white. It's like I quite like it. I didn't want a really deep colour for the landing. I just wanted something different to do some bottom panelling in. And I think this will look really, really nice. And then I've gone for Fair Lady for here. This is going in this room. And I couldn't decide between this and another one called Cousin Claire or something like that. But the reason I went for this one is number 1, because it matches this wallpaper really, 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 really well. And number 2, these are some little flower decor things that are going in her room. And I thought this was kind of a similar palette. The other one was like a really, really light shade of this peach, but I kind of liked the more neutral. So I'm glad I went for that for this room. And then the darker one, which is this one, Rabbit's Foot, is for the kitchen downstairs. This is probably well, obviously, this is the darkest one out of all 3. But I feel like because it's such a big space downstairs, that this, and we're not painting obviously the whole wall or even all the walls, I think we can get away with a slightly, I mean it's not dark when you look at it, it's still a light colour. I think that'll look really nice in the kitchen. So I really appreciate Chris putting up these curtains while I was out, but it looks like you're a bit of a half jobber, mate.
I'm not.
Where's my balls gone off the end?
I need gluing on.
We also need to move this to the garage. This is not staying here.
I know, but not right now.
Not right now. Right, let's do these. Trying to show you guys the sunset out there without like exposing everything, but it's so pretty. We always get the best sunsets from this room, don't we?
Okay, well we've got a little bit of light left. She's sending me outside to chop some dado rails. Pretty woo. Okay. It's absolutely freezing today though, so I'm getting my layers on. I swear I never used to have like 3 chins a few months ago. Just going on for it. It is such a pretty evening though tonight. Got these falls on the on the swings. Right, okay, power tools, wood, chop. Let's go. I'm gonna secretly slide up some bits of wood I need for the van as well. I won't be getting myself in trouble for that either because she thinks I'm cutting just the dados. That's purely because I'm not supposed to be doing the van today, but I've got loads of wood I need to chop for the van. So now she thinks I'm out here doing the dado rail chopping, which obviously I am. I'm also gonna slide a couple of bits of wood for the van as well. So I can crack on tonight with some jobs I want to get done. So, you know, win-win. Still not like I'm doing the job I'm meant to be doing. Oh, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You don't do the jobs you're not supposed to be doing with the wife. When she tells you what to do, you do what you're told, right? So I've been told what I need to do. So this is the way I get around best of both worlds, right? Also, let me just consult all of you amateur or master or pro electricians out there. So, welcome to my domain in the van right now. No, I pulled that fuse last night. So basically last night I moved the diesel heater, our diesel heater, from the back to here because this is where it heats more fuel efficiently and keeps the van very, very toasty warm, whereas where it was at the back it tended to keep the back very warm where the beds are. And this place not so much until like loads of time had passed, which was really annoying waiting for that to heat up. So this way it's going to heat up the floor area and obviously heat rises, so in turn it's going to heat the whole van a bit more. And I've got a couple of thingy ports, like pipes that come off the front of these. So one's going to the back and the rest are going to be in the front. Anyway, long story short, I rigged it up last night. The original power leads are not long enough to go to route. The route on the wiring goes basically just behind this cavity wall up to the roof, and then it goes over along the roof panels to the back of the van and then down into the battery bay to keep them out of the way and keep them all in the same place. So the original wiring was not long enough, so I bought some 14 gauge wire, which is plenty enough, or I thought it was plenty enough anyway, to power this thing. It uses about 10 to 12 amps on startup. If any of you guys know what that is, then nice one. It uses about 12 amps on startup, this here, and maximum output is never more than about 12 amps ish. So 14 gauge wire was plenty fine. So I bought it, it arrived, it was 20 something pounds. Rigged it up last night, only to find that the wire that I've bought from Amazon has like a significant voltage drop. So it's basically starting off with like 13 volts at the start, and then as it's powering up to get to the point where it kicks in the fuel and starts turning the diesel motor, which makes the heat, it's dropping down to like 8 volts and then shutting down with an error code because that's not enough voltage to power it. Now I know it's the wire that's doing that, because when I put the original wire back on it, which is actually a thinner gauge than the new wire that I've bought. The original wire that came with the heater, it works fine and it boots up, so there's nothing wrong with the heater. It is definitely voltage drop on the cable. So I bought some 12 gauge cable today, which is coming tomorrow, which is just really annoying because I've wasted loads of money on that on the wiring, which is not cheap. So this is basically what happens. So it's on now. It goes through a cycle of like warming up, and then eventually once it's warmed up, I'll just watch the voltage. So look, it's already down to 10 volts. It would have started at about 12, say 0.9 volts, 0.7, 0.96 volts. It just keeps going down and down and down. It needs at least 10 volts to start up. So we're already below the threshold of where it's going to actually boot up and start firing the petrol, the diesel, sorry. It's going to shut down in a minute and say error, because that's way too much of voltage drop. See, it usually goes through this process where it's warming up inside right now, and then it starts to tick, where it's firing the diesel engine basically and making the diesel engine work inside of it to produce the heat. But when it gets to the point where it's firing the diesel engine to start, that's when it's using about 12 amps, and that's when it's gonna drop out and say not enough voltage. So that's it ticking over trying to start the diesel engine. Normally it would have started by now off. It's going to say error 1 or something. Error 1. There you go. And it's going to power down now and turn off. Battery low voltage. And then right there, battery sign low voltage. So by the time this video airs, my new wire will be arriving tomorrow. So by the time this video goes online, my new wire will be on the way. It'll be arriving that night and I'm going to be rigging it straight up. So fingers crossed the 12 gauge works and it's all good. But I don't know why. The 14 gauge should have been fine, but I guess I don't know whether the wire, it said it was like super good quality, like conducting materials. So maybe the wire was just like super poor conductor. I don't know. If anyone knows, then maybe I'm missing something else. But it's definitely voltage drop. So if anyone's interested in electronics and knows what I'm talking about, that's the issue I'm having right now. 14 gauge wire, I don't know why it's dropping. It's probably about 5 meters worth of wire when it's rigged in the roof and hidden and tucked. Anyway, let's get some power sawing. Sun's just set, so I've not got much light left, but I'm going to hopefully use the lights that I'm in right now. This is quite good camera light actually. It's like dark out, but the floodlights that light up the front of our house at night time, they're bright as hell, providing the perfect lighting right now. And then we have it, number 1 of definitely many up on the wall. That actually looks amazing. And when the bottom half of the wall is painted different from the white, it's gonna look really, really good.
So it's time to make dinner tonight. We're having chicken fajitas. I was just saying to Chris, I don't know why, I think I got a smell, but I opened the bag of peppers that I was about to cut up for the fajitas. And I said to Chris, I don't like the look of these peppers. And he was like, why not? I was like, I don't know. I think they're just, can you smell anything? And he's like, no. And they picked this one up. It's like, doesn't look bad. And then honestly, I just cut into the yellow one that's, you know, it just looks like a normal pepper, and it's actually mouldy inside. Can you see? Like, that's what they usually look like, the seeds. Oh gosh, don't touch it. That's what it looks like. It's focusing on my face. But trust me, there's mould in there, and there's mould the whole way around, and the smell, look how moulded that bit is there. It's like furry. The smell isn't great. So, I mean, that orange one doesn't look too bad, but I'm not eating any of those peppers now because The smell is just disgusting. So we've got no peppers now with our chicken feeters because obviously it's not Asda's fault. Things can happen, I guess, with food. But I'm a bit disappointed. So no peppers now with our feeters, just chicken and onion. Oh yes, look at that for a fajita platter. Nice wraps to go with it. Delicious. I just said to Isabel, how nice is the dado rail look? And she went, it's really nice. I can see you!
Adds a lot of prettiness to the room.
It doesn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, Mila's crying, I need to be quick. There's only one up so far, but I am so glad. I think it's going to look amazing.
I don't even come in here, so I don't know when you did this.
Yeah, Isabel, just today. Oh my goodness, so we've just been running around and we're a bit out of breath. There's no batteries in it, darling.
I was borrowing Mum with my planet facts as well.
Yeah,
earlier.
she was.
There's a planet and it looks molten glass like this.
No, Mummy fell asleep.
Like that.
Mummy fell asleep.
I didn't, it was actually really interesting.
It was interesting, but
So
then
we got
but
about
then
40 minutes in.
But then I was like, this planet, HP1 fat, and I'm sat there for 100 minutes and 100
minutes?
So I was really precise. I'm sat there for ages, like explaining this to Mum. Mum goes, yeah. I'm like,
I engaged for at least a good 40 minutes.
Yeah, you did.
And it was actually very interesting. But then I was like, I really need to go in the vlog now as well. It's just getting late.
Yeah.
Go again.
No.
So we've run out of time in this room tonight, unfortunately. Isabel's going to jump herself in the jump herself.
Oh my
Isabel's
gosh,
going to jump in the shower to wash her hair.
Because I've still got the stain, but it's fine.
It's fine. I said all you need to do is change your pattern slightly.
No, but I'm not having a side part. I look ridiculous.
You don't.
I do.
No, darling, right now you look ridiculous.
No, I do.
Jace, don't shout.
But I do need to get rid of the stain.
So Isabel's going to jump in the shower again, try and give that old parting a bit of a rub.
Me and Isabel having another one more sleepover.
They are. Esme's very tired. Very tired. After her sleepover last night. Bless her. I don't know. When Esme has sleepovers, she just gets very highly strung. So she's having some chill out time in her room. And these two are having another sleepover tonight. And we're going to end the vlog here. We've got a really busy day actually tomorrow. Dropping Isabel off somewhere.
The next day, you have to come back for the next day, guys, because I'm
Going to pick her back up the next day.
filming on that day. We'll have to just film this though. We'll have to film this because something amazing that I've wanted to happen for months.
I don't know.
Look at me. And I'm so excited. Like,
Isabel's going out for a sleepover tomorrow, so I'm dropping her off somewhere, and then me and the other two girls are going to do a bit of shopping. I'm on a spending ban. I put myself on a spending ban.
Mum,
And I told Dad as well.
My gift card for Primark's, £11. You can use it because I don't need it.
That's really kind, but no.
No, I'm being serious. I don't need it.
Yeah, but you might find something that you want.
But you can have it if you want.
That's very kind. But I'm just going to take myself off the spending ban. It lasted for about 20 minutes, and that's okay. I'm only joking. I did buy Mila's first birthday presents today, which is why I put myself on the spending ban. But to be fair, the things I've been buying lately is mainly stuff for the house and clothes. So.
Why are you already thinking about Mila's birthday? We got Prinny's birthday. We got Jason's birthday. We got my birthday. And then we got Mila's birthday.
Yeah, Mum. I'm thinking about my birthday in September. Driving licences, have you got them yet?
I told Isabel today she needs to get a provisional now, and then do your theory now, because I'm sure you can do your theory now. Yeah?
Watch this.
Wow, that's so cool. No, the reason I got Mila's birthday presents today was because it was some toys that I wanted to buy her from Scandiborn, but they were quite expensive. Well, not really, but just the amount that I wanted to get for her were expensive. But I wanted to get them now because we're doing her bedroom and they're for her shelves. I want them. They're like toys that'll live on her shelves. But we'll take them down like to play with them, and then we'll put them back on the shelf rather than them going in toy box. So that's why I bought them today. Anyway, we'll see you back here tomorrow because I'm ending the vlog now. Thank you all so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 5 PM. Good night, guys.